Good morning, Scott School, on this thrilling Thursday, October 19th. It's a rainy one out there, a little moist weather in the air. Boys and girls, make sure that you're checking that recess flag. It appears we may have indoor recess or blacktop only if the rain clears up. And have you been fab with vocab? Our word of the week is haphazard. And I've been wondering, does your room look as haphazard as my children's room looked when they lived at my house? My kids are grown now, but I do remember those years where I would walk in and go, wow, this is very disorganized. So be fab with vocab. See how you can use haphazard in context. Relate it to something in your real life. It's a great word to do that. Included in writing, in your conversations, and all the things. Really impress your grown up at home by saying, hey, my room is no longer haphazard because I cleaned it up. And then follow it up with that action by making sure your room is clean. Boys and girls, I also want to talk to you about, the spooky holiday of Halloween is coming up, which is super fun and festive. Very, very excited about that holiday. It's one of my very favorites, which is a true story. I want to talk today specifically about costumes. And when we're done with the morning news, this isn't a time to bombard your teacher with questions about costumes. Just listen carefully. I know you have the common sense to make good decisions with your costume, but I'm going to give you some pointers to make sure that you're ready for a really fun day on Halloween Day. First of all, you may wear your costume to school on Halloween. However, there are some guidelines you must follow. Your costume must be simple and school appropriate. And what I mean by simple is you need to be able to come to school, sit in your seat, both in the classroom and in the cafeteria, and play on the playground or participate in gym without your costume interrupting with the space around you, with instruction and with people near you, and also without being a distraction to the classroom environment. And I know that that can be a little tricky because everybody's dressed up. So it's fun to see those costumes, but your costume has to be simple enough that the school day can still function, because we're not going to have a Halloween party all day, my friends. We need to be able to still learn throughout the day. So that's the first tip. The second tip is your costume must be school friendly and appropriate. So it needs to follow the dress code, which means your body has to be fully covered in a way that you're not showing your belly area or other places that people might go, that probably isn't the best outfit to wear to school. And you know what that means. I don't need to get super detailed with that. But it also needs to make sure, or you need to make sure your costume doesn't have any slogans or names on it that might be a put down or making fun of anyone else. Like, we want to have fun with our costumes, but we want to make sure that they're appropriate and like make people feel good, right? And with that, you also have to be very, very careful and thoughtful about making sure that your costume is friendly in the sense that there's no gore and guts and blood and all of those things. Although you might think that's super fun and spooky and scary to do at home for Halloween night. Hey, if your grown up allows that, that's fine. But here at school, everyone has different opinions on what they want their children to wear or see. And some people might be scared about some of those costumes. And we want school to feel safe all the time. And then lastly, the third tip, there are no weapons or accessories with your costume that could be seen as a weapon. So let's say you dress up like a cowboy or a cowgirl. If you do that, that's a-okay, but you wouldn't wear a holster with a gun or anything that could be considered a weapon, or something that could tie someone up like one of those lassos. You know what weapons are. I don't need to get into that too far, but accessories should be left at home. And even if you have other accessories for your costume that are school appropriate. If they're small accessories, put them in your bag. Keep them there until your Halloween party or when we do the Halloween parade, because we will have a fun parade if weather allows for us to have the parade, because we do it outside. But other than that, leave those accessories at home. It would be so sad for you to lose those or to forget them at school, because if you trick or treat that night, you'll want to have them with you. So that would be the last little pointer. But with that, I guess I do have one more add on, and that would be makeup. So some costumes, people really love to put lots of makeup on, and it is super fun. Like, I get it, it's super fun. But remember, boys and girls, you're going to be dressed up in your costume all day long. So if you have makeup that is all over your face all day long, it likely is going to be smeared. It likely is going to get on your costume or on something else. And then sometimes makeup like that feels itchy. And so it's hard not to touch our face. So leave that makeup for at home for any Halloween activities or events that you participate in. But here for school, let's bypass the makeup. If you have something simple, like a simple face tattoo that is appropriate and it goes with your costume, that's fine. Or a little simple eye makeup or something like that, that's okay. I'm talking about full makeup, boys and girls. We want to avoid that. I will continue to give you tips and hints. Oh, and you know what? I said that I had no more add ons, but I do have one more because this did come up. You know those blow up costumes that are really funny? Like I see the dinosaurs and the giraffes and all the things. They are kind of funny. Those are super cute, but not for school. And I'll tell you why. They're really big, so it's hard to sit in class and it's hard to participate in PE and in recess and all the things, ride the bus, all the stuff. But also, it has a little motor in there, so it blows up. That motor makes noise, so it's hard to hear about that noise, and then it's hard for you to do work. If you're a little T-Rex and you have these little tiny arms, how are you going to participate in any writing activities? It would be too tough. So all those blow-up costumes, cool, yep, but leave them at home and wear them for at-home activities or events. All right, boys and girls, that's all I have to say right now about our upcoming fun holiday Halloween festivity. Right now, I would like you to please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a super duper Thursday, Scott School.